안녕하세요, 여러분. konnichiwa, minasan. 다자 하오.
Hello everyone, Sarika Tokun,
Kpop Kitty here with Kpop Kingdom.
and I'm Kpop Kitsu, and welcome to KpK Global.
So, this is being posted a little late, and I do have a reason, a good reason, and I have some video for you guys that I have not been able to share yet, but I went to see Pentatonics yesterday, and yeah, it was just a crazy day, and lots going on, and I was at a concert for hours, so that's a thing. But I did get clips for you guys, and yeah, it just hasn't gotten up. So I have an interview tomorrow, and I've been busy preparing for that. And we also had some new giveaways, and so we had to make buttons, and we had errands to run, and notes to make, and today's comeback corner. And so I had to organize the playlists, and yeah, it's just been a crazy day. Oh, sleepy. It is almost 12, and yeah, my interview is first thing tomorrow morning. So
wish your luck, guys.
yep, wish me luck. So anyways, if I get the job, you guys get more prizes, so definitely root for me. Yep.
Send her all those good vibes.
Yep. Send me the positive Pentagon. Shameless plug time. Alright, so I keep looking over because my brain's like 50 different places right now.
Yes, her notes are on the other monitor.
Yep. So we are going to be discussing for KpK Global all the news for the last week, and there was a lot of it, and most of it wasn't good.
Yeah, I would. And the last KpK, you did say let's try to have a good week.
I did, and it seems like it turned out to be another cruddy week. So yeah.
So where do we want to start in our list of news?
So I'm sure you guys, if you do follow us, have seen our other videos regarding the situation with Triple H's E'Dawn and Hyuna, or Pentagon's E'Dawn and Hyuna. That's just a whole hot mess. And then honestly, it's all of Pentagon that's suffering. So they're trying to pull up Huey's dating scandal because he was in a relationship, but they broke up. And they're trying to say that Yuto's in a relationship. And they're trying to get E'Dawn kicked out of Pentagon. Like, seriously.
Removed from the cafes.
Right. Like, the fans in the fan cafe have been demanding that E'Dawn be removed from Pentagon. And I'm like...
She's new, but those of you who are, longtime SM stans, what does this sound like? SM 2014 all over again.
So... I'm not going to focus too much on this point. We'll go into it just a touch here for a second. But we've already ranted about it, and I'm sure there's going to be more to come. I am a petty person. I'm very petty. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and say it. I'm hell's a petty. Hell's a petty.
You would think, between the two of us, I wouldn't condone it, but sadly, I'm just as bad. So...
in exchange for people, like, throwing this little hissy fit, I was like, okay, let me order Pentagon CD. Let me do this. Let me do that. Let me make... well, damn.
Buttons.
Yeah. So we're doing these giveaways for Always with Pentagon. And I was pretty proud of my movement for the Always with Pentagon giveaway.
And I just realized something both had on blue today.
Yeah.
I guess in support and solidarity.
Right? I was wearing that same color earlier. But, so I decided, yeah, let's do giveaways. So, okay, let me back up a second. So, fans started complaining as soon as Hyuna and E'Dawn came out about their relationship. And pretty much threw hissy fits, like little I'm not even gonna say it. I'm gonna be good. So
School children. Oh, I'm sorry.
that was not the word I was going with.
Oh, I know it wasn't, but that's the nicer way to say it.
Man, I'm really itchy. So, petty. Yeah, they were like. I mean, protest riot in the street type behavior. You know,
Like somebody's been shot.
talking trash, bad mouthing them, people creating fake Hyuna accounts and saying nasty things like it was really from Hyuna. International fans and Korean fans are now at like war because some Korean fans are saying that, you know, international fans aren't real fans, and so we don't understand, and just on and on and on, to the point that Triple H had to end all promotions, and Pentagon is on this like silence. They're not allowed to say anything, and
Yuna can't really say anything either.
she's been on her Instagram though, and everybody's been commenting that Cube kind of left her out to dry. But Pentagon and Cube both went like dead silent. But I mean, the issues with the fan meets and 500 return tickets, and them trying to drag more members through and all of that, and the nasty comments just kill me. It's really bad, and I vented about it, and I saw that fan sites had started closing for Pentagon, and I got really fed up, and even though I have zero time to be running another site, I went and created a new Twitter account, Pentagon for Life, and then today, this morning, after seeing more Pentagon news, I decided that I was going to do these Pentagon giveaways. And so we're picking 4 people over the next 4 weeks, and each one of them is getting 41 buttons. And there's 3 different member sets of Pentagon, 2 sets of Triple H, here for Edon, here for Hyuna, here for Pentagon buttons, and then the Pentagon logo and the Triple H logo. So yeah, a little salty, a little petty. Y'all gonna talk bad about them, and I will spam that hashtag. Don't think I won't, cause
She will.
it is absurd.
Ridiculous.
So,
But that's a whole nother video. We still got quite a bit to cover.
yes. So we had 2 assault issues this week from, I guess the only thing to say is Sasang fans.
One was a Sassen fan, actually. The other one, who knows?
I would assume.
Yeah, that's my best assumption.
And you know what they say about assuming, but honestly, I'm starting to think most of these fans that are acting like this are Sasang fans to begin with.
I would say, can't really assume when the video shows it.
I know, right? So, BTS's Suga and EXO's Chonyeol were both assaulted, both in the airport. One of them was pushed and one of them was smacked.
Suga got smacked, and Chanyeol got pushed.
So there are videos online of it, and the whole situation is like utterly absurd. And honestly, I applaud, because I would turn around and knock somebody out.
Yeah. Most celebrities here, the minute that happens, it's a fight.
I'd be rolling around on the ground. Somebody be trying to pull me off. They'd be like, "Artist goes crazy." I know, right? No, like, it's a good thing I'm not any of these people's bodyguards, because I'd go to jail.
Assault charges would have been pressed.
Because, yeah, learn to keep your hands to yourself. It's not that hard of a concept.
I'm pretty sure mom, dad, teacher, all of them have told y'all this. If you don't want nobody touching you, you don't touch anybody else.
I don't get it. I just don't get it.
Speaking of Cube, BTOB fans are in their feelings.
Well, first they were on their, so they were, and reasonably so, they were upset. But they were upset originally because of the treatment that BTOB is now getting because of the involving Pentagon. And Cube stock prices have plummeted and on and on and on. And so the fans were reasonably upset that it's affecting their artists, all because these other fans are acting this way.
Mm-hmm.
Is what it is. I honestly understand their frustrations. I don't think that they should be angry at Pentagon, and I'm not saying that any of them are, but reasonably so, being angry at these other fans who are making everybody suffer because of personal feelings. So, but then there was additional news, and she already brought it up. So since we're recording this late, this is actually today's news, so it wasn't supposed to be in this week's episode. It was supposed to be in next week's episode, but that's okay. But yes, one of their members is enlisting in the military, and it was last minute notice, and artists can't win, so...
Can't win for losing. And actually, when I said in their feelings, I meant the whole mess with the scandals going on. They're wanting BTOB to leave Cube because of it.
Well, I didn't see a whole lot of comments about them having to leave Cube. I think I only saw one person say something about them leaving. And honestly, I don't know contract-wise how that would work. And I don't necessarily know that they should anyways, because the whole Cube situation isn't honestly as bad as everyone's making it out to be. Even their stocks aren't as bad as everyone's making it out to be. They were already on the decline prior to all these events, and you can see the track of over the last year in which they had a high point and then they steadily went down. So I think if people just kind of ride it out and Cube plays their hand right, everything will kind of smooth out.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't say people are necessarily in their feels about it, but they're stressed and they want their artists to have the best, and I can totally respect that. So hopefully everything works out for them. And yeah.
Prayers.
So there were a bunch more.
Oh boy.
The Korean Music Festival is in some hot water for filming artists and artists' teams, their managers, etc., backstage without their permission. So there were cameras in the ceilings and...
The floor, too?
There were tripods on the floor. So... security-wise, it makes sense to have cameras everywhere, especially when you have a lot of big names like this and you're trying to prevent issues. And that's not really the issue here. The issue was apparently it was being streamed to fans that this is what was going on backstage, and you have artists who are unaware who could be fixing their costumes, etc. So... definitely not a smart move, and we'll see what happens and what develops there. It's kind of a big deal, and as everybody can imagine, fans are reasonably upset. So we'll see how all that develops out.
How that one plays out.
Yeah, what their excuse is for it. We had the 4th anniversary for XOLs.
Yay!
And Girls' Generation celebrating their 11-year anniversary. Yes.
They have survived through the times.
Yep. So I'm trying to mix it up because it could very easily be all negative.
Yeah. K-Tigers.
Oh yeah. So K-Tiger Zero, if people haven't been watching, they're doing a kind of like reality show right now, and of course my Korean is, worse than Lucas's. So,
Beep, beep.
sorry, if Lucas ever watches this, I will die. Please, I was totally joking. Don't hate me.
She didn't mean it.
But no, seriously. So if you haven't been watching it, it's actually pretty interesting, even though I have, very little clue what's going on. But their talents, their performances, just listening to them talk has been really interesting. And they did a Blackpink cover, and it was awesome.
Yeah.
Like, really well done, high quality MV. And so everybody has been kind of rooting for their debut, and we'll see if it becomes official. It'll be awesome if it does. And that'll definitely be an interesting group to follow. And speaking of groups debuting, we had Nature and Luna both debut in the last week. So that's also going to be on Comeback Corner, and you can get more details there. Oh, they did the netizens vote for the most photogenic. I'm a little in my feels about this one. Only because, somebody I think should be on the list was not in the top 10. But EXO's Kai took first place, and BTS's V took second place. And there was a little bit of drama between ARMYs and EXO-Ls because of the ranking. And then there was also a lot of fans who were surprisingly supportive of it. Like, yeah, hey, Kai's hot.
Yep, pretty much.
Yeah. And none of us are going to deny it. However, I have to know. I don't know if you can see the red hair up there.
Yeah, the red-haired individual.
So he stands out, even out of all those beautiful men right there. And, he's on all these wall squats. But why was Taehyung not on there? And if y'all give me some excuse about how he's a scammer or something, I swear to God, Jesus ain't going to be able to save you.
Don't do it. Just
I'm
no.
sorry. I'm sorry.
Don't
I'm all right.
do it. Don't do it.
I'm okay. I'm okay.
I would say there's some other good news, but we didn't include it in relation to, beautiful. But we'll wait to see how that goes before we reveal that one. Don't.
I just don't know why he wasn't on the list. I mean, seriously, if y'all don't know who Taehyung is, y'all need to Google this man. Because this man has not taken a bad photo. You can Google any artist, and there will be photos that you're like,
not the best angle.
Right. Even my bias. Now, he makes some goofy faces. My UB is dorky, goofy. I still love you. Please, if you ever watch this, I swear to God, you're going to hate my soul. But he makes some goofy faces. Even like that.
Even my UB makes some pretty goofy faces as well.
Your UB
is a walking meme. Don't even. So is yours, but
in two different ways.
Yeah.
Yours makes the make sure you got the double chin, frowny, scrunch up my face, squint my eyes.
Love him to death. But
like, I could picture him trying to do the walrus and sticking stuff up his nose, okay?
Yeah, because he's that much of a goober.
Yeah. So, as goofy as Tay can be, and his aegyo is flippin' adorable, I swear to you, I went on and Googled, I'm not lying, because I was that in my feels about this entire situation, and I don't mean to focus on it, but if I was editing this video, because it's late, I'm not going to edit it, but if I was editing this video, I would spam the heck out of his photos just to prove a point.
Especially the recent ones.
Oh my God. This boy, his hair, he's grown his hair out.
Rude. Disrespectful. This is why we can't have nice things. But anyway, we've got to move on.
Are you sure? Because I could talk about Tay all day long.
Yeah.
He's my bias wrecker, y'all.
He's everybody's bias wrecker.
He is everybody's bias wrecker. If Tay is not your bias wrecker, then you need to get on board.
Yeah.
All right, I'll move on. Taehyung for president. I'm done. So, all right. 101 fans are angry over one of the managers from 101 going through fans' phones at a fan meet. So I can't really speak on, because I don't know in what context this was done, and I've seen the videos. I think it's slightly over-exaggerated because a lot of people kept saying, oh, well, she kept going through my phone, and it looked like most of the time she was just holding the phones and then she was giving them back at the end. But she definitely does go through their phones. And somebody said something about perhaps it was to ensure that they weren't recording the interactions with the idols. And that may be true. I honestly have never been blessed enough to go to a fan meet, so I don't know what the typical protocol is, but I can imagine that they wouldn't want recording software, any sort of audio recording, because I do know that in a lot of fan meets, there are questions that are asked that are more personal, that people are trying to get information, and if the artist actually goes so far as to answer it, of course they wouldn't want an audio recording of that. So I don't know how I feel about the whole situation. I certainly don't think it's right for somebody to just take somebody's phone and start going through it, but is there some sort of agreement that you go into going into a fan meet that you are subject to search or whatever the case may be? Then it kind of changes the whole situation. And like I said, the videos weren't as bad as people were making them out. There was one phone she did keep going through, but as I said, I don't know if she found something on that phone that she thought was threatening to the artist, and so she was doing something to delete it, disable it. So I just can't speak to it, but it was a situation, so I did want to bring it up to everybody. You know, my one viewer. G-Dragon was admitted to the hospital, and fans are complaining because out of his 110 days in the military, he has spent 51 days in the hospital. So this is from a previous injury, and he had surgery for it, and fans are kind of saying that he went into the military to do his service, his mandatory service, but he left this till then so that he could get out of his mandatory service. And it's once again one of those things, I really hate speculating, and I really don't like when fans speculate, because we have no idea what's going on. Honestly, he could have gotten there and right at the start had, after his physical, had them say, no, you have to have this done to your ankle, and having the surgery done just made it that much worse, because I know surgeries can mess up stuff, and now he's having to go back in over and over again for the issue. So yeah, it's once again, we don't really know what's going on. You know, that brings me to, it wasn't really this week, but I do want to kind of point it out. The NCT managers situation. That is a situation that we know nothing about. We have no idea what's going on behind the cameras. And freaking out because the one time you saw a manager's hand trying to wave somebody to stop, even though you don't know that's what they were doing, but you see a manager's hand. Or assuming that because an idol's face suddenly changes, they're being
scolded,
mistreated by their managers, is a bit presumptuous to me. If you go through all of NCT's lives, they talk about their managers a lot. My manager bought me a heating pad, Jamin. Bought him something
because he wasn't feeling well.
Right, he was sick, and his manager cooked for him every day and was taking care of him, and he said to his manager while he was on camera, but looked off screen and said, I love you. And there's more instances, but everybody's sharing these negative clips of, or what they perceive as negative clips of, I mean, Mark suddenly stopped laughing. It broke my heart to see that baby stop smiling too, because Mark is flipping adorable and he should always be laughing like a goober. It's the cutest thing in the entire world, and it's honestly smaller. It is cuter than a small baby, like laughing and giggling. Yes. Mark is that adorable, okay? So it did break my heart to see his face fall. But we have no idea what the situation was going on. People pointed out he was almost off frame. His manager could have been trying to tell him to get back into frame, and he didn't understand. He took a step back, but then later moved into frame. We just don't know. Tay suddenly stopped acting goofy in one, and that was everybody, oh my god, how could they make Tay stop doing that? And if honestly that's what really happened, I'd be the first one out there with my picket sign, like, protesting, because Tay is another one that should always be smiling. Mama Tay. Always. Forever. That boy deserves the world. I'm sorry. We're not going to get back into Tay.
Yep. We gotta move on.
I just wish people wouldn't jump to conclusions. It's heartbreaking to think that they're being mistreated by their managers, but we have no idea what the true situation is. And the fact of the matter is these managers practically live for their idols and spend most of their time taking care of them and travel with them and dedicate their lives to them.
And something else to remember, guys, just as well as the idols themselves kind of give up their lives, their managers do the exact same thing.
So before we jump to conclusions and start hate hashtags on Twitter and try to get people fired and all that, let's see that there's another possibility and that maybe it isn't exactly what it seems. Honestly, if I was a manager, I would fear for my life by mistreating an idol, because I would be afraid that hundreds of thousands of people would come to kill me in my sleep. So, what?
Burn down your home.
Right? We had Stray Kids prepare for their comeback. Woot, woot.
Oh, wow. This comeback, though.
This comeback. Yeah. And honestly, if y'all have not listened, so they released lyric cards for their entire album, and I did pre-order. Of course. Because Stray Kids, that, he's like 12, alright?
You keep exposing yourself. You keep doing this thing.
I didn't say anything.
Didn't you learn from the binder incident?
I didn't say anything. Felix who? I don't know a Felix. What? Girl.
Not even.
Which of them is overage again? I'm gonna switch my bias to Changbin real quick. Changbin, y'all. Changbin. Girl, don't get... Oh, I'm sorry. I can't take your bias. I mean, I could if I wanted to, but...
No. You try and take one. Try and take one as it is.
So... We're goofy.
Yes,
we're goofy.
We're being goofy.
Yeah. I can't like Felix, y'all. He's seriously like 12. No, I really do know all of their ages. I'm just being dumb, so ignore me. But he is still seriously underage. So we're gonna pretend I don't know him and move along.
Those of you who are armies, you know how this goes. Jungkook, we do not look at him. He is a baby.
A baby that show. Never mind.
You are a fetus.
No. Gonna just go over here, read my notes.
What's next on the agenda? Oh, Holland.
Yep. So, Holland came on, and this kind of also ties into my little rant the other day, but came on and apologized for YouTube putting video restriction flags on his videos. First off, Holland, if you ever see this, stop apologizing. It's not your fault. We love you. We support you.
Mm-hmm.
YouTube is YouTube.
They gonna do that anyway.
They probably gonna flag me just for saying YouTube is YouTube. So,
I mean, they're quick to demonetize just about anything.
And honestly, I mean, YouTube is YouTube. You shouldn't have to apologize for things you cannot control.
Yeah.
We love you. We support you. Find another third-party site that doesn't flag you.
Pretty much. Pretty much.
And we will follow you to there.
Yep.
So, I'm old enough to watch your videos.
So am I.
Because, I'm 21. You better stop laughing. I will push you out that chair. Don't think I won't.
Oh, I know you will.
I'm 21. I'm celebrating my 22nd birthday this year.
Well, at least you're old enough to drink.
I know. I had to make sure I was old enough to drink. All right. So true. All right.
Yep. Because that's a thing. That is a thing. I want to try that one day.
We're actually about done.
Just about.
I do have another one, but I was kind of leaving it for the end. Oh, we did have, there we go. Super Junior announced their comeback schedule, and it was pretty cool and pretty exciting, and it looks like there's going to be a lot going on for the rest of the year.
Yeah.
Hint, hint, wink, wink. Masks. Chibin says police are discussing sentence for Ace. That's a whole mess of a situation, and we'll see what happens
with that.
We're still waiting on autopsy for Spectrum's Donghyun. Tear up. That's the situation.
That's a whole nother situation. In happier news, Girls' Generation will be welcoming a new subunit.
Yep. As part of their 11th year anniversary. 11th year anniversary. Anyways, trying to wrap it up, so we were kind of at a half hour. And
that's station.
Oh yeah, we've got. See, look, I'm missing stuff. Oh, and the other negative news. So there was a CEO arrested. They haven't announced which company yet. Why am I doing this? Like, I'm ready to fight. What? Because I kind of am. But anyways, so there was a CEO arrested and is supposedly being charged for molesting 2 trainees. So we will look for further details regarding that situation, but that was pretty much the generic story and not a whole lot of details to it. And then, yes, SM has released 3 teasers now regarding SM Station, and we're all excited. And they announced the first group performance, which would be Taeyeon and Melamance. So I'm excited.
Yep, looking forward to that.
Me too. So we're going to wrap up with the Produce 48 second elimination news.
Yeah, and
I'm going to...
we going to leave it at that.
Literally, that's all I'm going to say. If y'all want to know, you guys have to Google it, because...
We're behind.
We started watching it the day the 7th episode came out, so we're, like, real behind. Yeah. And I think we're going into the 5th episode right now. So
because we're still in the midst of all the performances.
And it does not load here for some reason. So it's, like, taking... For us to watch the full episode, it's taking, like, 4 hours.
Yeah.
Because it keeps stopping, and so it's like...
And with our busy day, it
gets kind of broken up anyways, so, I mean, it's just not working. But I didn't want to know the results. So, because I'm rooting for certain people, and it'll ruin the next couple episodes if I look. So, I didn't look, but I'm telling you they're out. If y'all want to see them, you can Google it. And that's all I really got.
Yep.
It was kind of it was supposed to be neater this week, and it ended up not being, because... Life. In this interview I wasn't expecting, and
yeah,
we ended up, because of all the drama going on with Pentagon, rolling out episodes that I hadn't... It was supposed to be kind of a rolling start, and I was going to release 1 series a week, and we went from our 1 to like 4 now. So
yeah.
So we ended up coming out with a lot more than I intended, and I had kind of planned to have some content backed up, and
doesn't help that I've got a couple of family situations going on.
So it's been a lot. So hopefully over the next couple of days things will get a little more organized, a little more smoothed out. We're gonna pretty much, unfortunately, just kind of push out all these different episodes and hope they go well, and I hope everybody will bear with us. If you did watch today's episode and you made it to this point, I'm gonna say comment who you think should be in the most photogenic.
She's not gonna let this die, ladies.
I'm not. And I'm not gonna promise it the winner, who the person that says Taeyoung. I'm not gonna promise them anything. But no. Seriously, comment down below who you think is most photogenic. And
it can be male or female.
Yes. We will enter you into a raffle, and you can also earn some bias bucks. We're going to say 5 bias bucks.
Yeah.
For commenting. So if you don't know what bias bucks are, I am actually going to come out with a tutorial video, but ultimately it's our monetary point system in order to purchase things like Lomo cards and buttons and stuff. So you ultimately earn points and you get free stuff.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's pretty much it, but I will explain it in more detail in a separate video. We're going to wrap up this video, but remember to comment those stuff down below.
Down below.
All right. Bye, everybody.
Bye, guys.